All right, let's talk about the unsung hero of your PC. You know, the one component that can quietly save your entire, expensive setup or, violently destroy it. Yep, we're talking about the Power Supply Unit, or PSU. And in this explainer, we're going to show you exactly how to keep it healthy.
Let's just start with the stakes, because they are incredibly high. See, a failing PSU isn't just some minor inconvenience. It can be an absolute catastrophe. This quote, it nails the worst-case scenario. We're talking a power surge that can instantly fry everything, and I mean everything connected to it. That's your graphics card, your processor, your motherboard, all gone. Literally in a puff of blue smoke.
So why do we call it the PC's ticking heart? Well, it's pretty simple. It pumps that life-giving power to every single part of your computer. Its health directly dictates the health of your entire machine.
So what does it actually do? The PSU takes the AC power from your wall and converts it into the super stable DC power that all your components need to run. And just like a heart attack, a PSU failure can be sudden, total, and cause damage you just can't come back from. This isn't just about your PC not turning on. It's about preventing a total system wipeout.
Okay, this gets to the single most important piece of advice every PC builder hears. Whatever you do not cheap out on the PSU. And here's why. A quality unit gives you reliable, clean power because it's built with good parts. A cheap one, it might say it provides a certain wattage, but it struggles to deliver it consistently, pushing its flimsy parts to the breaking point. So yeah, investing in a good PSU isn't a cost. It's an insurance policy for all those other expensive parts you love.
So, how do you know if your PC's heart is in trouble? Well, luckily for us, a failing PSU often gives off some pretty clear early warning signs. You just have to know what to look for.
And these are the specific symptoms that should immediately get your attention. If you notice any of these, it's time to act. Any of these are a huge deal. A weird burning smell? Yeah, unplug your PC right now. Getting a little shock from the case? That's not static. That is a serious grounding fault. Random shutdowns or freezes? Well, that often points to the PSU just not delivering power consistently. And the classic one, if your PC just dies the second you launch a game, that means the PSU can't handle the power draw. These aren't just little glitches, they're your system screaming for help.
And here's the really sobering truth. If you do get one of those warning signs, you're actually one of the lucky ones because you have a chance to do something about it. More often than not, a cheap or old PSU will just fail suddenly and violently with absolutely no warning. So if you see a symptom, take it as a gift, a final message to swap that thing out before it's too late.
Okay, enough with the doom and gloom. We know the risks, so now let's get into prevention. This is your playbook. 4 simple, concrete steps you can take to protect your gear and make sure your PSU has a long, healthy life. It's a 4-point plan. First, buy quality and get more wattage than you actually need. That overhead means it isn't running at 100% all the time. Second, keep it clean. Dust traps heat, and heat is the #1 enemy. A little compressed air is your best friend here, but, and this is important, never open the PSU itself. Third, this one's a no-brainer, use a quality surge protector. It's a cheap, essential shield. And finally, if you're up for it, a simple PSU tester can give you a yearly health checkup.
And finally, let's talk about the long game. This last piece of advice isn't about day-to-day maintenance, it's about managing risk over time. We call it the 5-year rule.
5 years. Now, this isn't some hard and fast expiration date, but it's a really good guideline for one key reason.
Here's the deal. Over time, the capacitors inside the PSU just get old. They start to lose their ability to hold a full charge. It's kind of like an old phone battery. This means that a 5-year-old 750-watt power supply might not really be able to deliver 750 watts anymore. So replacing it around that 5-year mark is just a smart, preventative move that gets that aging, ticking time bomb out of your system.
Ultimately, what it all comes down to is this: your own personal appetite for risk. Could a quality PSU last 7, 8, even 10 years? Sure it could. But with every single year that goes by, the risk of a catastrophic failure goes up. So you have to ask yourself, is a $100 preventative upgrade worth protecting a setup that costs thousands? For most of us, that's a pretty easy yes.
So we'll leave you with this question. Think about the computer you're using right now. How old is its power supply? You know, its heart has been beating faithfully for years now. After everything you've just heard, isn't it probably time for a checkup? Thanks for tuning in.